So you just unboxed the brand new Sony a7c, and you don't really want to read the manual. Today we're going to go over 5 cool things that you can do with the Sony a7c. Very first thing you want to do once you get your camera is you want to pop on your favorite lens. Right now I've got on the Sony 50mm 1.8 lens. I'm going to hit the on button, cue warp sound, right? And then the very first thing I want to do is I want to put my camera on aperture mode. What does aperture mode allow me to do? Aperture mode means that you can change the aperture while the camera is going to adjust the shutter speed. And we all know this is going to give you a super cool depth of field. Now you want to take your camera, you want to head outside, and let's go take a couple of photos where we change the depth of field to see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to frame up the shot where there's an object in the foreground, an object in the middle, and an object in the background. Then I'm going to put my aperture all the way to 1.8 and get a very shallow depth of field. Then, working my way towards a larger number, you'll notice in the photos that the depth of field gets larger and larger and larger until you finally get everything in focus. Next, you want to go and change your file format to RAW. How do you do that? You're going to click on the menu button. Under camera settings number 1, you're going to notice that it says File Format. Click on the file format, scroll it up to RAW, and click on RAW. If you want, you can also shoot in RAW and JPEG, but for what we want to do next, just keep it in RAW. With some of our photos captured in the RAW format, what we want to do is then bring those into our camera, but we're going to hold off on that for a little bit. Number 3. We want to go to our menu and we want to go all the way to camera settings, page 11 out of 14, scroll down to where it says picture effect. When you click on the picture effect, you're going to notice there's a whole bunch of these. Starting at the very top, right, you've got your camera, toy camera normal, you've got your pop, you've got your posterize, which you can also make into a black and white. You go down a little further, you've got retro. Then we've got soft key high. The one we're going to go is partial color. What this does is if you are taking a picture of, say, a green tree and a blue sky, it is just going to show you the blue sky and turn the green tree black and white. So once again, let's go head outside, set our camera to red so that whatever is red in the image will show and everything else will be black and white. I am next to some Philadelphia fleabane here. It's a white leaf flower with a yellow center. Now that I've set my camera to picture effect partial yellow, everything that's yellow in the photo will stay. Everything else is going black and white. With the effect set to partial blue, the sky is going to remain blue and everything else is going to go black and white. For this shot, I'm going to do a selfie where I keep the camera low, aim it at the sky, and the effect is pretty cool. I've set the effect to partial green, which means everything in the frame is going to stay green, and this colorful plant is going to look black and white. Now that we got a whole bunch of photos taken, and maybe we just want to send one to Instagram, we want to be able to go from our phone to our camera, and this one's really nice. So go ahead, click on Menu. From Menu, you are going to go all the way across until you find Network. And then on Network, you want to click on Send to Smartphone. And from Send to Smartphone, you want to click on that a second time, and it's going to bring up Select to Smartphone. From there, you can go ahead and open up your app on your iPhone, the imaging app from Sony. Make sure you download it. And then go ahead, hit Select to Smartphone on the camera. It'll start to share. And you'll see that right away that it boots up. From there, it's going to give you a barcode. On your camera, you can hit start, right? Ask it to join the network. It's looking to connect with your camera. And then when it does, all you simply do is it starts sharing. And you can point the camera at the screen to get it to connect. Once it connects, just go ahead and pick the day that you are shooting. We're going to pick on the day. It is going to show you all of the photos. From those photos, select the one that you think will look best, right? Because we want to upload that to the Instagram. Click it, select it, highlight it, and then at the bottom of the screen, you can download that to your phone. That's pretty simple. Thanks, Sony. The last thing you want to do is you want to click in the description below and download your very own version of the manual for the Sony a7c. Sometimes you just might want to reference it. You don't have to read the whole thing because, well, I think it's over 400 pages long. Remember to like, comment, subscribe in the description below. My name is Oliver Wiehe, and welcome to my channel. Yeah, Sony a7c. We've come back to the rosebush. This is my super happy camera that I am so glad to have, and we'll see you. Wait a minute. Nope.